Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will put total weather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The give to the back. Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Eagles are facing 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
He'll sneak it.
Quarterback runs a sneak. Picks up 1. And that's a first down for the offense.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got it in the middle. It's Gary. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And it's no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Sam Houston's offense will take the field for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to.
There he goes. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. To talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback's got the first. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Got his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. He's loose on the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Just keeps slinging it. Looking for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. They'll try to slam it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's two big stops in a row by this defense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 21 over Jacksonville State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
caught near the sticks. It's Green. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll try to sneak it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's going to run it all the way back, but this is going to wind up just being a conditioning drill. Flag down to the field, and this one almost certainly is going to come back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some misdirection with the counter. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Andrews. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. grabbed over the middle. It's Dallas. Pulled down for the tackle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker, it's Watkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
First and goal, Sam Houston.
He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabs it in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With jet sweep pass. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Bearcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Each Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 4 over Kansas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. He's going to take off.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Gary. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Pickup of 2. Third down coming.
The Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fakes to grab. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Let's go, let's go.
Touch pass on the right. Inside the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Military stunt.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Duke. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He's going to run it. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Caught. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now, they have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.